Welcome to the Olympian Oracle. In Greek mythology, Chloris was a nymph associated with spring, flowers, and new growth. The daughter of Amphion, king of Orchomenus and Niobe, she became known as the goddess of flowers. Her name Chloris means greenish-yellow or pale green, which fittingly reflects her role as the goddess of greenery and the flourishing of plants. Chloris was abducted by Zephyr, the god of the west wind, who was captivated by her beauty. He later married her, and she thus became a divine consort. The couple's marriage was fruitful, leading to the birth of Carpos fruit, gods of the orchards, and a daughter named Ampelos, who represented vineyards and grape fields. Chloris was associated with the Greek goddess Demeter in her role as a fertility goddess, and was thought to assist in the growth of crops. In the Roman pantheon, Chloris was identified with Flora, and her mythological role was combined with stories of this similar Roman deity. Flora's festival, the Floralia, became associated with Chloris' domain over flowers. Chloris was believed to have a retinue of nymphs who helped her care for the gardens of the immortals, ensuring that the heavens were always lush and blooming. She could be considered an early harbinger of spring, as her influence was said to cause the return of green to the world after winter's end, when she scattered flowers across the land. According to Ovid, Chloris is credited with creating the first rose. After breathing life into a lifeless body of a nymph, it transformed into a flower, the rose. Chloris shared her gift of flowers with humans, which is traditionally symbolized by the bouquet she often holds or scatters in artwork portraying her. Artistically, Chloris is frequently depicted in Renaissance and later art, with perhaps the most famous example being Primavera by Sandro Botticelli, where she is part of a scene symbolizing spring. Chloris is mentioned in the context of the transformation of the nymph Pitys into a pine tree. Pitys was another object of the west wind god Zephyrus's affection, who pursued her until the gods transformed her into a tree for her protection. She was believed to have power over the realms of fertility, youth, and the springtime, prompting ancients to invoke her blessings for bountiful harvests and the rejuvenation of nature. In some tales, Chloris's domain extended beyond Earth, as she was also thought to tend to the Elysian fields, the final resting place of heroic and virtuous souls. The association with Chloris is not just limited to seasons, but also extended to the life cycle, where she embodies the idea of birth and renewal, akin to the annual vegetative cycle of the earth.